Today, we delve into the life of a man who shifted the tides of history, General Vo Nguyen Giap. Born in the early 20th century when Vietnam was still under the iron grip of French colonial rule, Giap's story begins amid tumultuous times. Vietnam, a land rich in culture and history, was struggling under the weight of foreign domination. Yet, within this crucible of hardship, a fire of Vietnamese nationalism was being stoked. Vo Nguyen Giap grew up witnessing the bitter struggles of his people, their resilience against oppression serving as his earliest lessons in courage and tenacity. This was a time of socio-political upheaval, a time when the seeds of resistance were being sown in the hearts of the Vietnamese people. And it was within this setting that Giap, a young man from a small village in central Vietnam, began to forge his path. Born in a small village in central Vietnam, Vo Nguyen Giap was destined to become a symbol of national resilience and strategic brilliance. It was amidst this turbulent backdrop that Vo Nguyen Giap's journey from a history teacher to a military genius began. Born in the early 20th century in a Vietnam under the grip of French colonial rule, Giap's early life was steeped in the struggle for independence. A thirst for knowledge led him to Hanoi University, where he delved into the annals of history and politics. Giap's intellectual pursuits soon ignited a political awakening, and he found himself drawn to the ideals of the Communist Party. Interestingly, it was not in the halls of academia that he would make his mark, but on the battlefields of his homeland. Giap's transformation from a scholar to a soldier was fueled by his fervent belief in Vietnam's right to self-determination. In a daring leap from theory to practice, Giap formed and led the Viet Minh, a ragtag army of patriots ready to fight for their freedom. Despite having no formal military training, Giap's strategic acumen and unwavering leadership quickly turned this group of guerrilla fighters into a formidable force. The fight against French colonial rule was a daunting one, but Giap was undeterred. His masterstroke came at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu, where he outmaneuvered the French forces with his innovative tactics. With an iron will and a tactical mind, Giap led his ragtag army to victory against the French at Dien Bien Phu, forever changing the course of Vietnamese history. But Giap's military prowess didn't stop at Dien Bien Phu. Indeed, his genius was perhaps most vividly displayed during the Vietnam War. Here, Giap demonstrated an uncanny knack for guerrilla warfare, turning the dense jungles and intricate tunnel systems of Vietnam into a war strategist's dream. His tactics weren't reliant on sheer firepower or advanced technology. Instead, they were rooted in the land itself and the spirit of the Vietnamese people. He mobilized the population, transforming farmers and villagers into guerrilla fighters. Winning hearts and minds, about rallying a nation against a technologically superior adversary. And in this, Giap was unparalleled. Despite facing a technologically superior adversary, Giap's strategies and the indomitable spirit of his troops led to a victory that echoed across the world. Vo Nguyen Giap's military genius left an indelible mark on Vietnam and the world. His strategies, born in the crucible of conflict, revolutionized warfare and are still studied by military strategists today. His influence spreads beyond the battlefield, shaping modern Vietnam in ways both palpable and subtle. Giap's later life saw him transition from military to politics, where he championed for his nation's development and unity. His voice, once commanding armies, now echoed in the corridors of power, advocating for peace and progress. Even in his twilight years, Giap remained a figure of national importance, revered and respected for his contributions. In 2013, the world bid farewell to this military mastermind. His death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of his enduring legacy. From the rice fields of Vietnam to the annals of military history.